Sometimes when I teach, you might notice I'll take these pauses, and that's because I'm also talking to your body. I'm not just talking to your brain. So every once in a while, I'll just get quiet. It's because I want an idea to filter down into your body. Sort of like making a cup of Melita coffee, right? You have something that has some nutrients in it and caffeine, which is great, has some energy in it. And then you pour something on it and some hot water, and the idea sort of swells a bit. It gets absorbed, and then it drops down, right? And lands on the bottom of the cup, like goes all the way down. Yeah, like that. And then that means, the idea is getting in the body. That's what we want. I love objects, and not as a materialist. Not as a materialist, right? Like I don't feel my self-worth is wrapped up in what I own, how much I have or how much I don't have. It's like, this is really not very important to me. And I love objects. So why do I love them, right? Well, if you look around your room at some objects, you'll see that they are very good at sitting. They sit really well. Can you see it? Every single one of them. What does that mean, that they know how to sit? It means that they know how to rest, how not to struggle. They know how to rest. And if a body can rest on the ground, it can receive support from the ground. To the extent that a body can rest on the ground, it can receive support from the ground. For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. It's just physics. Yeah. So all I have to, if I get out of kilter, if I get frazzled, I just look around at objects, because they're Zen masters. They're doing, the objects are doing Zazen around me all the time. They just sit. They're so good at it. They're meditating. So all I have to do is join them. I just say, well, what a good idea, right? Gravity relates to me the same way it relates to all these objects. To gravity, I'm just a coffee cup. I'll tell you a story. So my daughter was 4 years old. She's 40 years old now, but she was 4 years old. And I was teaching in my living room, a group of students, and I'm sitting on a chair like I am now. And she comes over and she sits on my lap, and she looks at the group, straddles her legs over my legs. And then she leans back, puts her back against my chest, and she just, sits there. Yeah. Actually, I don't usually tell students this, but she was Korean born, and she was 4 years old, and it was Purim, a Jewish holiday, and you get dressed up on Purim. So she had this like Korean princess outfit that she loved. So she was wearing that. And so she sat on my lap, and she was fearless pretty much anyway. But when she sat in my like that, then she was like plugged into me, and she just, fearless in front of people. That's how she was. And at some point in my life, I realized that I am always being held like that too. Right? It's like I'm being held by the mom or dad or parent or guardian or whatever word you want to use. Right? So, like just now, this chair, right? Like I'm sitting on this chair, this little IKEA chair I bought for $50. It's a child's chair. And then I'm sitting like this, right? Well, it's not that different. It could be me in real, for Eva, right? Something. My chair's holding me. Chairs are very human, they have backs and legs and arms, and they're very human, right? So, can you feel that? It's like, what if that chair was somebody that was your guardian? I mean, someone that loved you, right? It's the ground. That chair is the ground, right? If you were in a culture that didn't sit in chairs and you sat on the ground, you'd be sitting on the ground. Well, that's just mom holding you from underneath. She's got you in the palm of her hand. She's just holding you like this. It's just the ground holding you that way. If you have the back of a chair, she's holding you underneath that, or they, or any, whatever you want, for me, it's a she. And can I let them hold me? Do I have to hold myself up all the time? Can I feel the affection? Can I trust her, them? Can I love them back? And just to let you know, that's going on 24 hours a day through your entire life. It is never not going on. It's just a matter of whether you recognize it or not. So that's why I call my course The Grace of Sense, because we are graced with sense,